Hello, welcome to today's reading. I guess I should say tonight's reading. We'll just start by clearing the energy a little bit. I invite you to tune into your inner guidance, to your higher self, so that you can accurately discern if this message is for you or not. So it feels like you've been very weighed down in terms of trying to almost like figure out what you believe and figure out like what you're meant to do, what you're even here for. There's a lot of questions coming up internally, and they're not like small questions. They're deep questions. They're really significant. It's about, like core values. We've got this kind of blueprint. Destiny. Thoughts become things. Wow, so you're getting a really strong reminder. Thoughts become things. Where are your thoughts at the moment? With the it's time to release negativity card coming out, along with ball and chain. Feeling very weighed down, feeling very stuck. There might be some addictions that have been resurfacing, or some like unhealthy coping mechanisms, a feeling of being trapped and having a difficult relationship. This could be a relationship with another person. This could also be like a challenging relationship with the self. But something around that, it's like you're actually being asked to have like a very innocent, childlike approach to this. It's like maybe you've been trying to figure out the right thing to do or the right path for you by thinking your way there. And here with the child card coming out, what I'm hearing is like an invitation to really look at it through these childlike eyes of like wonder, right? Of like, wow. It's like two very different energies of like, oh, I don't know what I'm meant to do, versus like, wow. What do I really want? What does your inner child want? What did you want out of life, or what were you drawn to when you were a child? There's like an invitation here to maybe spend some time meditating on that. Like you're being asked to have a new perspective on something. There's like a spontaneity, creativity, brand new, inexperienced. It's like there's a jaded energy around how you've been thinking about your future, about your life purpose. And then spirit and your angels are really wanting you to maybe challenge, right, that way of looking at it. If you're someone who is creative and perhaps you've been going through a bit of an artist's block, and then it's like with this artist block, all of these doubts arising, like maybe I'm not even meant to do this, like is this the right thing for me? And there's something like the more you kind of dig your feet down into that like very thinky, spirally energy, the more difficult it is to create from like an honest, spontaneous place. Right? Creativity asks us to be spontaneous, and that requires a certain level of letting go. So is there something around like what you're trying to do, what you're reflecting on, where you're being too rigid? And then it's time to shift into looking at it, more from like a place of wonder. Okay, we have here house. So that's to do with like safety, a feeling of belonging, shelter, boundaries. Perhaps it's been challenging to sort of feel like you can fully explore who you are at home at the moment. But we have a lot of like new beginnings coming up. But right now it feels like you're struggling with like a certain decision that you need to make, with the crossroads card coming. So can we know a little bit more about crossroads? I think what I'll do is we'll ask for some cards on like either side, right? So right now, just in your situation with like what you're weighing up, imagine there's something on, we'll say the left side and something on the right side. like lock those in. So first I'll ask for some cards for like, we'll say the left side or option A. So if we go down that left road, right, what is the likely outcome? What do we need to know about going down that left road? Wow, okay. So whatever was option A on the left road, you've had Phoenix come out. Like, I think I've gotten this card in every single reading recently. So we're all going through some like huge, like burning away and leveling up. So it says complete renewal, total transformation. That also has like an aha moment. So it's looking pretty positive, like option A. The child card has come out. So you have both child cards coming out. This could be literal children, or I'm really getting it's more about your inner child. We have, yeah, like same reiteration of new beginning, but having that like looking at it through childlike eyes. And then we have Wheel of Fortune. So something about going down this option A path. It says like forces of the universe, it's out of your hands, destiny, synchronicity, fate. So there's something a little bit fated or karmic about that option. Let's pull a few cards on this option. So option B, the right side of the crossroads. What does that look like, please? Thank you. Straight away. So we have Lion. Ooh, which is about like bravery. It's about inner strength. It can also be pride, because that's come through with stalemate. And then it's come through with like woman. So this could be you, or if there's like a particular woman in your life. Feminine energy as well. Yeah, so whatever's on the right path, there's some kind of standoff or stalemate that's going on. And it seems like the root of that is pride. And then it's coming out more in the like feminine energy or feminine side of the connection or of the situation. And then as a final card for that side, we have Scythe as well, which is like sudden, unexpected. It can also be like, talk about shock, liberation, surprise, or it can also be about like harvesting. So far, it really does seem to be like something of option A, or like going down that left path of this crossroads would bring total transformation to you. It would bring a lot of illumination with the light bulb card coming out. There's something destined or fated about this path as well. And there's something about connecting with your inner child as you go down that road. On the other side, there seems to be some kind of like stalemate, something that's very stuck. It seems to involve like multiple parties. And yeah, there's some kind of, Scythe is also similar to the Death card in Tarot. So there's definitely some kind of ending there, or something that needs to be released on that side. But yeah, a lot around pride. I want to get a little bit more on like what needs to be let go, what needs to be released. We have Lighthouse. So your inner guidance, navigating obstacles, gain clarity. So some part of what needs to be released, it's like whatever doubts you have with like towards your own inner guidance. We have Race card, get going, pressure's on, do it now, take risks. Okay, and then we have Balance, centered, meditate, integrate opposing forces. Damn, that's interesting. Integrate opposing forces. What does that mean to you? It says feeling complete, just right, well-being. And then we have the Messenger. So there's going to be some news about this coming in very soon. Okay. So it seems like whatever you choose, it's almost like the choice that you make is less important than how you make it. You're really being asked to come to a very centered, like make sure that whenever you make that decision, you have decided while you're in a very calm and centered state of mind. Okay. We have glass heart. Yeah, that's why. It says handle carefully, transparency, forgiveness. And it's got the glass heart. Sometimes when we're engaged in situations, we forget, right, about how delicate and fragile people's inner hearts can be. And maybe that's something I don't hear it much, right? When we talk about love in the modern day, it's a lot more about like, how could that person have done that? Like what I deserve. And then I heard it in, I think it was from a Buddhist monk lecture, where he's talking about why we need to take such care when it comes to romantic connections. He says, when you engage with other people like that, you have to imagine it's like you're putting fish hooks into their heart, right? You're putting fish hooks into each other's hearts, fleshy, tender hearts. And so whenever you try to like withdraw or whatever you end up doing or movement, like you're moving a hook within someone's heart, and same vice versa. And so that really asks for, right, a lot of just like an understanding and appreciation for that. Whatever, like however you move now, however you're moving at the moment, especially if it's related to like another person, your actions have significant impact on them. Sometimes when we're like angry, we like, it's human nature, right, to dehumanize or devalue the other party's pain, or to assume like, oh, they don't care, they're heartless. And it's like no one is heartless. We'll say generally, right? We're removing all the like sociopaths. But even them, it's like everyone, however they are, it's like even if you're not witnessing the pain, like they are experiencing pain on some level. That's part of the human condition. And so there's something coming through about like a reminder of that. And I feel like, to be fair, part of your deliberations are around that. Like you don't want to hurt anyone. But there's going to be movement or like communication about this very soon. This card, I just saw it says green light, full speed ahead. Anything else? You have owl again, so see through the facade. Yeah, someone's showing up with very like masked energy. They're not showing their true vulnerabilities. And then it's like some part of you has already seen through that. Part of you already knows this. But then like the part of you that's also trying to protect your own tender heart is maybe like wanting to convince you, oh, like if they say they don't care, it's because they actually don't. Like they mean the hurtful things they say. Like, no, there's something that's going on below the surface. You have double north. So you have true north with the compass, and then you've got the North Star. So there's a lot about like finding the right direction to go in at the moment. I'm going to do a quick look at all of these cards. Yeah. Okay. So actually these are the exact same cards that came up in the live stream that I was doing earlier. And it's quite funny because that stream got cut off, technical difficulties. So I decided to just let it go. But maybe there's someone here who was also there for the live stream. And so there's still a message to come out. It is to do with like, if you are a man, this is about you, or it's your partner, or you're like a man in your life. And there is some like major force that has come through, like an avalanche that has come through or is about to come through. And then there's a very strong reminder here that like whatever's going on is a catalyst for your growth, for your change, for your evolution. And that you're very, very magnetic at the moment. So you need to have very high awareness of like your internal state of your thoughts, because it's like whatever you're thinking, whatever you're focused on, whatever you're feeding into is like really magnetized at this time, at this moment. And it seems like a lot of what's going on here, what's getting triggered, is in relation possibly to another person. Love interest, masculine energy, spouse. Is this like a should I stay or should I go? Okay, if that is the question that's on your mind, should I stay or should I go? What guidance can we have? So cracked egg has come up. This says poor timing, false start, failure to launch, premature, maybe like a rough start. Oh, damn. Okay. All right, so we have the wild card, so open-ended, right? Like nothing set in stone yet. I think this will surprise you. I think there has been some kind of like, false start, something like maybe that you thought was going to happen with this person that hasn't come through. It doesn't take off, something that's backfired, something to do with inexperience. It's like there was more maturity required within the connection. However, with we've got unexpected, the X factor, game changer. These two cards have come out, right? So we have the sun and we have diamond ring. So you're going to hear something quite conclusive. It says yes, divine masculine. Happy, warmth, radiant, a promise, an agreement, a proposal, the next level, a statement of intent. Okay, so if there's been a lot of doubt in your mind about like maybe why this false start happened or what's going on here, we're not getting that. Like this is actually pretty strong for like a solid yes, that there's still a lot here, that there is like a partnership here, and that you can expect this masculine to be showing up in their light version and to be offering you some kind of like increased commitment. Trust what comes, I guess. Anything else on this? Wow, heart and mind, compassionate wisdom. Authentic decision making, holistic insight. Something about like, it could even be, right, like that this person will be making you an offer, 2222 on the timer, or has made you an offer and you're not sure, right? Like what is the right decision to make, whether to say yes or to say no. Readings are not here to tell you what to do and what decision to make. Hopefully they just create, well, my intention with readings anyway is to create a space for you to sort of comfortably reflect on maybe like a challenging situation or a challenging decision, and to sort of within that space be able to connect with reflecting from an introspective space with the support of like all of these symbols and visuals from the cards. And what this card is saying to me very clearly, it's like this decision, it's only yours to make. And then the only thing that your guides really do want you to know is that same thing. Like, where are you moving from? Where are you making this decision from? And the theme that keeps coming up is like, it's not your heart versus your mind. You have a heart-mind, right? There's a version of the decision or a state of mind where everything is in alignment. There's no internal conflict about it. And it's about making the decision from that state where your mind and your heart are connected along with your spirit and your greater North Star, not feeling like you have to sacrifice one for the other. There is a way that you can integrate all of it. Any final messages to come through? Okay. Today we're going to finish off with an angel card. creativity. I think whoever's here, it is like an artistic creative group. So you have the creativity card. And it says, we, your angelic messengers, are here to help unleash the endless creative potential that you possess. Listen to the whispers of love inside your heart as we communicate with you through feeling and emotion. Let go of fear and apprehension and express the endless source of creativity you possess. Have fun and allow the inner child within you to express your true essence. All is valid. Oh, that's beautiful. All is valid. And then this card was flipped. I was like, okay, on the bottom it says inner child. Nurture your inner child. You had the child card come out twice. You've had 3 cards about child now. The awesome beauty you hold within you. Nurture your inner child and begin to express the awesome beauty you hold within you. We live in a world where a formula exists for everything, yet love and creativity have no formula. They do not need to be studied, simply nurtured. Regularly set aside some time to just play. That's beautiful. So in this deliberation of looking at your North Star and finding your way, finding your direction again, which there's so many cards about like what is the right direction, is bringing back like a playful energy, a sense of like discovery and exploring yourself, rather than maybe this like very heavy, serious, thinky, ruminating kind of space. You will find your answers, which are coming. Remember, we had the moon card where it's like answers are coming. I can't find it now. Yeah, the answers you need are coming. Right? So that's reassurance. And we have the inner child card. So the answers you need, they're coming. And then the way to actually get there is to take more of a playful approach. Your inner child is the portal to finding the answers that you're looking for about the overall direction of your life and your purpose. I hope this is helpful. Please let me know if it resonated. Until next time, love.